I, like most people, have probably never thought twice about an animal like a gorilla being endangered. Gorillas are just so well known and recognized that it's hard to imagine a world without them. As an animal lover and a future veterinary technician, I take an interest in animals large and small. There are many different species of gorilla in the world, with multiple of them being endangered. But the one I am here to shed light on today is the Cross River gorilla. Named as a new species in 1904, these primates are one of the rarest gray apes left today, and they are now considered critically endangered. According to the Gorilla Organization, the species of gorilla was thought to have been extinct decades ago in the 1960s. As people mentioned sightings near the 1980s, it was made known that they were still around. However, there are less than 300 of the Cross River gorillas left in the wild today. The Cross River gorillas are social, like most other species of gorilla. They live in groups with a dominant male who decides where to feed and where to nest. Their lifespan is usually 35 years to 50 years in the wild. They can live longer in captivity, but there are not currently any of this type of gorilla known to be in any zoos or with any wildlife experts currently. The last known, and possibly the only, was Niango in the Limbe Wildlife Center in Cameroon. She sadly passed away in 2016 due to illness. They usually only produce one offspring at a time, and they focus on raising that baby, so they will not typically reproduce again for another 3 to 4 years. This can make it really hard to increase the population. As mentioned by A to Z Animals, they are herbivores, so they feed on things like berries, leaves, vines, and nuts. The Cross River gorilla is a subspecies of the western lowland gorilla. This means that they are a population within the species of western gorillas. They have key differences and aspects like physical traits that set them apart from one another. Discussed by the Cross River Gorilla Program, the Cross River gorillas appear smaller. They have smaller skulls, shorter hands and feet, and less hair around their face. They also stick to smaller areas in Africa, bordering on Nigeria and Cameroon. As also mentioned by the Gorilla Organization, the Cross River gorillas have become so close to extinction due to many reasons. Gorillas are a great target for hunters who are looking for exotic and wild meats to sell. Some hunters are also interested in capturing and selling their offspring to be used as things like pets. Logging and agriculture have also greatly contributed to the loss of habitat. With their specific subspecies population being so small, there is a high risk for lack of genetic diversity and possible inbreeding. They are able to mate with other gorillas, such as the lowland gorilla, but typically like to stick to their groups of specific subspecies. This in itself can be catastrophic for evolution to continue to protect these gorillas, making it easy for things like diseases to lower their numbers. Like any animal in the wild, they are prone to predators. This is typically large jungle cats and crocodiles. The Cross River gorillas tend not to be aggressive towards humans, but can become so if they are provoked or feel like they need to defend themselves. Another question you might be asking is, what do gorillas do to contribute to the ecosystem? Well, the answer to that is they have a significant positive impact. They help promote the health of the forest. As herbivores, they help distribute seeds, typically through their droppings. Their foraging and moving around helps create gaps in the forest that allow sunlight to come through, which will help these spread seeds grow. Every little thing that happens on our planet affects us, whether we realize it or not, and every little living thing contributes. There will definitely be a difference over time if our forests and the animals that live in it disappear, even if we don't notice it right away.